Hello and welcome to another airSlate API tutorial. In this video, we will learn how to get your basic authorization token, generate a bearer token, and make sure it works for API calls. Let's start by logging in to your airSlate API dashboard using your airSlate account credentials to obtain an access token. From the dashboard, you can register your application by clicking the Add App button, naming your application, and providing an application link. Please note that the client ID and client secret are generated automatically. After registering your application, you will need to select the grant type on the application page. The airSlate API uses OAuth 2.0 protocol. During the authentication flow, every user must obtain an access token for each application to make API requests. airSlate supports the following grant types. The code grant type allows you to access user data after obtaining consent from the user. JSON Web Token, or the Personal Access Token, allows you to access user data without their consent. This will work for service integrations when all the users belong to the same system or have an admin login. In our example, we'll obtain an access token via code grant. Let's start by copying the link to get the authorization code and pasting it into the new tab. You can copy the link above and embed it into the airSlate OAuth page. Use the application's client ID and redirect URL as query parameters to obtain the authorization code. Now let's proceed with requesting an access token using the authorization code via Postman. First, we need to generate a bearer token using the authentication code, client ID, and client secret. We'll do this in Postman, but feel free to use any other client that supports API requests. Switch from GET to POST and specify the endpoint, set up the headers and values. After that, we send the request and successfully obtain the bearer token. Please note that the access token is only valid for 2 days, while the refresh token is valid for up to 2 months. Use the refresh access token grant type to update your token. When your access token expires, you will receive unauthorized responses from API methods, so you don't have to go through the entire authorization flow again. Additionally, you can download and import our Postman collection to your client that you use to send API requests. Our unified API collection has a library that contains all the basic requests that you can send with the airSlate API. Download it by navigating to the Keys section of the airSlate API dashboard. Moreover, you can access the unified API public environment where you can check some of the default values for airSlate API requests and replace them with your custom values such as refresh and access tokens, etc.